I have a new topic for you, and it's something that might be completely new to some of you, but it can help us perform to the best of our ability and also enjoy it more. So in sport, we always want to perform our best. So we want to reach something called peak performance, so the peak of our performance, our best performance. And a great way to reach this peak performance is getting into something we call the flow state. So flow is a state of mind. Some people also call it being in the zone. We can experience this in many areas of our life, so not just in sport. And it's basically just a feeling of being completely engaged in an activity. The flow state is achieved when an athlete is completely engaged in their performance, when they are completely concentrated and have no distractions. Some athletes describe that when they're in the flow state, they lose their own sense of self-consciousness. It is a feeling when we feel like we don't have to think consciously about the things we're doing, but everything is happening automatically. But even though it's happening automatically, we still have a sense of complete concentration. Sometimes athletes, when they're in a flow state, they can experience a change of perceptions of time. So they might lose their sense of time, or they might feel that time is moving slower or faster. When we're in the flow state, we perform at the peak of our ability. So there are two main reasons why we want to achieve the flow state. First of all, it makes us perform to the best of our ability. And second of all, it is a really satisfying feeling, and we want to achieve that again and again. Some people even say that what gives us meaning in life is this feeling of being in a state of flow. There is no specific recipe to how we get into a flow state, but we can do everything possible to facilitate it, and then we can hope that we achieve it. Research has shown that some of the following things can help you getting into the flow state. The optimal situation for achieving flow state is when the challenge is really high, but our skill level is high to match that as well. Often we can get anxious if our skill level doesn't match the challenge. So if the challenge is really high, but we don't have the skills to manage that. On the other hand, if our skill level is above the perceived challenge, so if the challenge is low, but we have more skills than the challenge require, then we become bored. So the goal is to either adjust your skill level or your challenge. So either choose challenges that match your skill level or adjust your skill level. So if your challenge is a little bit higher than your skill level, you need to improve your skills to match your challenge. The great thing is that because flow state feels so great, we'll continue seeking it out. So as we seek out the flow state and our skill level improve, we'll have to find harder and harder challenges. So basically, the flow state can help us constantly improve. Be aware of your feelings and accept them, but don't judge whether they're good or bad feelings. You need to have really clear goals and receive immediate feedback. If you're not sure how to set the right goals, then check out my video on goal setting. When we're doing activities that we really enjoy doing or that we love doing, it's much more likely that we will experience flow state. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a little bit more about the flow state and how to achieve it. I would love to hear if you have any questions or comments, and good luck in your dancing.